Okay, I think I'm ready now. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I have another ranking video for you guys. We're gonna be ranking Pretty Little Liars, the original Sin characters. This show came out in August, I believe, and it is the third spin-off of the original Pretty Little Liars. There was Ravenswood, Pretty Little Liars, The Perfectionist, and then this is the third one. So it had a lot to live up to. I definitely like this one. I still wouldn't put it as the best spin-off. I still think Ravenswood was the best spin-off of Pretty Little Liars, just because they just had like a unique storyline that I feel like the other two spin-offs just didn't really meet. I'm gonna be ranking the 5 main characters, and then I wanted to add in Karen and Kelly, the twin sisters. So I'm just gonna be doing those 7. No side characters, and I won't be ranking any of the moms. At the bottom of the list, at number 7, this should come as no surprise to y'all, is Karen. Karen is exactly the type of character I thought she would be. She was nothing, you know, special, and she didn't really blow me away. She was exactly what, you know, she lived up to her name, let's just say that. Mean, rude, you know, she had slick comments, and she was definitely a Karen. Even if Karen's character was, you know, meant to be just that, a Karen, they could have still like made her, you know, more interesting. I feel like they missed the opportunity with her, because her name, like, when you hear Karen, what do you think of? So yeah, she's at the bottom simply because just she didn't blow me away. Number 6 is gonna be Karen's sister, Kelly. Now Kelly, I actually like that they didn't just make them twins, one be prominent and the other one be whatever. Kelly actually had way more depth than Karen. After Karen died, became, you know, she started to show a little emotion. I like that they didn't make her one-dimensional. They still made her have 2 different sides outside of her twin sister, and you could see that especially when she was telling her dad after Karen died. She was like, I am not Karen, I'm more than she is. You guys never saw me, I was always invisible to you guys. And that's what I liked the most about her character, that she wasn't just one-dimensional. Kelly, even though you're at the bottom at number 6, you still did a good job. You impressed me. Number 5 is Farron. Now, Farron, I know she has a lot of fans out there. I personally wasn't really a fan of her character. I didn't really, you know, find anything in her storyline like interesting or relatable. She was a ballerina who, you know, had a very strict mother. One thing that I liked that they did with Farron was that they showed that she did have a struggle with her mom. She had a great relationship with her dad, but her relationship with her mom was not that good. To find out what her mom actually did to her all those years ago, wow, that was a good writing point for Farron's character. Farron didn't know about till like literally at her age. I think they're 17 in the show, so at 17 this surgery happened like years ago, and you're telling me that you did this behind my back? Like, and I'm a dancer, like this could have ended my career. But anyways, I loved that one thing about her, but other than that, she didn't really have much going for her character. They could have done way more with Farron, but other than her like little conflict with Karen, their little like back and forth, I didn't really find her character that interesting. So Farron's at number 5. Coming in at number 4 is Mouse. Now Mouse was very interesting to me. She actually wasn't what I thought she would be. I thought she was just gonna be just the awkward, you know, friend who was super quiet and, you know, very sheltered, and to a point that is what she was. She was sheltered and was quiet, but she definitely had more to her. She had a huge secret she was keeping from both her moms, like behind their back, meeting this random man who wasn't a random man, or was he? That was the one thing that was really confusing about her storyline. Mouse was kidnapped when she was younger. That was her story, that she was kidnapped when she was younger, and that's why her moms were so protective. And then she just goes off and is meeting this random man, like what? And then you're pretending to be his dead daughter? Am I getting this wrong? I don't know. I just feel like her story was a little confusing, but her character was interesting. It was interesting to see her go through all that and do all that crazy shit. Like what? When her mom walked in on her with that man, imagine seeing your daughter in a random man's house. She did have a relationship, but they did a good job with Mouse's character. She wasn't really what I thought she would be, but blew me away. Coming in at number 3 is Imogen. Imogen's story, I will say, was well done. At the beginning of the season, they show her with her mom, and then her mom unfortunately passed away in mysterious ways. The way it looked like was obviously her mom took her own life. To add on top of that, she was pregnant. Not only were they being tormented by A, but Imogen was pregnant in the middle of all of this. Like, your mom passes away, you're being harassed by a random person, and then later in the season they revealed that Imogen was actually assaulted along with I think Tabitha. So I really like that they kept adding more layers to her character's storyline. It just made it so much more interesting to see her going through all this again while being pregnant. Like that was a kicker for me. The entire time I was watching this show and she was going through, I was like, oh my god, like, is the baby okay? Like when they were being chased, or when she was screaming, or when she was having a panic attack, all I kept thinking about in my head was like, oh my god, girl, you pregnant, the baby. I really liked Imogen's character. I really want to see where they go with her in season 2, because obviously she gave birth, so now we're gonna see her without her pregnancy. We're gonna see her just normally as a teenager, so I really want to see where they take her character next season. Number 2 is Noah. Noah's character also, like Imogen, had many layers. At the beginning of the season, Noah was seen, you know, she had an ankle bracelet, she had to take drug tests, she was doing community service, so immediately I thought, okay, she's the delinquent of the group, she's the, like, you know, the bad kid, always getting in trouble, in and out of juvie. But that is not what happened. Turns out she was actually taking the fall for her own mother. Her own mother had her take the fall for her. The community service, the drug test, it wasn't for her. She did this for her own mom, who was a drug addict. So I was really caught by surprise by Noah's story. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I did not expect that for her character. I definitely expected her to just be like the delinquent, like the, you know, the bad kid that's always in and out of juvie. But they switched it up on me. I'm not gonna lie, they did change it up on me on her character. Towards the end of the season, you could see that she started to say, Mom, I'm gonna start holding you accountable. I can't keep doing this for you. And a good addition to that was her boyfriend Sean, who also stepped in and spoke to her mother and said, you can't be doing this to your daughter. Like, what is this? You're having her pick up trash in the middle of the road for you, lady. Like, what is not sinking in? I expected her to be like super down and out, but even going through all of that, she still was pretty headstrong throughout the entire show. So I really like Noah's character. I'm really interested to see what they do with her in season 2. And finally, at number 1 is my favorite character of the show, Tabitha. Tabitha, obviously, in the beginning of the season was, you know, the film nerd, girl who's obsessed with movies and TV shows. She's basically me, so I guess that's why she's number 1. She seemed like the perfect student. She was very smart, she was very active in her classes and all that. She seemed pretty normal, like a pretty normal character, until later in the season she revealed that she also was assaulted. She revealed that to Imogen, and that's where I was like, wow. It definitely took me by surprise when she revealed that she, along with Imogen, was assaulted, and ultimately found out it was by the same guy. That was crazy. Seeing her struggle with that was also very tough. I'm not gonna lie, it was triggering. Even though I never had that experience, it was still very hard to see. Careful if you have had any instances in your own life with that. Definitely just be careful when you're watching this show, because it is very deep and it does dive into it a lot. Another reason I like Tabitha's character is that she was always willing to help all of the girls. She and her mother let Imogen live in her house. They helped Imogen They provided her with a roof over her head. Even throughout, like, in the school, she was always seen with Imogen the entire time. Another thing that really took me back by Tabitha's character was that she kept this away from her mom, which now that I think of it makes sense because she's seen as, again, the perfect student, the goody two-shoes. So this is not something that you would expect that would happen to her. So now that I think of it, it's not surprising that she kept it away from her mother that she was assaulted. When she finally revealed to her mom what happened, that scene was tough to see. And they did a good job executing her, you know, struggles, even though she was a perfectionist. So it was really cool to see her not be perfect in one moment of the show. So I'm really excited to see what they do for her next. I'm not sure this time. I can't predict what they're gonna do next for once to a character, so I really want to see where they go next with Tabitha in season 2. Alright y'all, so that was my ranking Pretty Little Liars, the original Sins characters. Let me know who's your favorite character and who's your least favorite character. It can also be anyone that isn't in this video, so just leave down below who's your favorite and least favorite character. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys, and comment down below which show you want me to rank next. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!